In the March quarter, China's economy was hit particularly hard by the restrictions it chose to put in place to stop the spread of COVID-19. In that 3-month period, GDP contracted by a staggering 10%. But 3 months later, the benefit of authorities' aggressive action is clear, with an equally striking 11.5% gain reported for the June quarter. China's suppression of the virus, such that only 131 new cases are being reported by the World Health Organization in a population of 1.4 billion, is a catalyst for this recovery. First, it allowed the manufacturing and service sectors to get back to work. Now, as confidence solidifies, it creates conditions conducive for a strong recovery in investment and household consumption. Unsurprisingly, from the fixed asset investment detail, it is apparent that spending by local governments and state-owned enterprises is leading the way. Most notably, utilities investment is up 18% in 2020 versus the first 6 months of 2019. Other infrastructure spending is still down 3% on a year ago. However, this is up from minus 30% at February. Investment by state-owned entities overall has recovered a similar amount, currently up 2% for 2020, having been down 23% in February. Clearly, authorities at all levels are intent on making up for lost time. While it remains 7% lower year to date, private investment has also surged back since February, when work completed was down 26% compared to February 2019. It is our expectation that investment across both public and private sectors will grow strongly hence, leaving total fixed asset investment materially higher in December 2020 than the end of 2019. Driven by both business and consumer demand, real estate investment has also recovered well. Year-to-date growth coming off a low of minus 16% in February to be broadly flat by May. Importantly, the pipeline for this sector also remains strong, with growth in home sales, new projects and developer site purchases all rallying back strongly at mid-year. The strength in the recovery in residential construction and sales is also a positive for the outlook for consumption. It speaks to the confidence that consumers have in the outlook, as well as the healthy availability of credit. While discretionary consumer consumption has been a little slow in recovering, these supportive influences imply strong gains will come. Over the coming 12 to 18 months, discretionary consumption in China will not only be supported by strong growth in hours worked, confidence and credit, but also by a more limited set of spending options. Most significant is the inability of Chinese nationals to travel to countries like Australia for tourism and education. China's total service deficit was more than 1.5% of GDP in 2019. Even if only a portion of that is redistributed domestically, it will provide a meaningful additional support to growth. Taking these factors into consideration, we have lifted our 2020 growth view for China. The earlier strength in the June quarter, plus a pipeline of activity, has led us to increase our year average growth view from 0 to around 1.25%. The view for 2021 is little changed at about 9.5%. The annual growth rates at December in both years give a clearer sense of how momentum is picking up through this year. A near 5% gain expected over the 12 months to December 2020, followed by a circa 5.7% annual gain to December 2021. Highlighting the strength of China's economy, neither of these outcomes are far from December 2019's 6% outcome. This is despite COVID-19's effect. We'll see you next week.